Anyway, we're gonna get ready to film like a second part to this, but first I don't back out because I backed out before. So what's up, beauties? What it do? Really, we're doing what it do. I'm saying what's up. She's saying what it do. Anyway, we're gonna get ready to film like a second part to this, but first I need to kind of do like an intro of what I'm talking about. But first, before we get started, because we're gonna sit on the couch and get cozy and do this story time and finish this off, we're gonna make some. I'm gonna make iced coffee.
I'm gonna make hot cocoa.
Let's do it. Now that we have all the things that we need, hers is pre-made. She's going to add a little more chocolate. I need to add my ice. It's kind of frozen. So, we'll start a little bit of the story. This story is like the most epic story for me and her, and especially her too, because she's a fan. I'm a fan. That's the whole reason we're doing this YouTube. They inspired me to do YouTube, and for Melody to see like their kids on YouTube as well, she was down to start this channel with me and just share what our family does.
I'm editing the video, and this sneaky girl.
Alright, we are ready to share with you the remaining of the story. So, this is our beginning of the. We're doing our intro right now because I did not make an intro for the story time that I was doing. But this is the time that we met jesssfam, and no, first we met Sunkissed Mama, then Sunkissed after we met Sunkissed Mama. A few days later, we actually ran into jesssfam and Sunkissed Mama together. So this is that. Okay, so I have a story time. This is a very exciting story time for me to share. And it has taken me like, let's see, we went to Disney and I had this encounter June 7th, something like that, like something between, I know our trip was between like June 6th and June 10th, and the encounter happened twice during this time. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it, like it was just so good, just so good. Okay. So, my story time is about the time that I met Sunkissed Mama and jesssfam. Like, two of the, like, these are just my mains, like, I've been watching. I was never really into, like, watching, like, family YouTubers, like, some of the bigger ones, like, my kids watched and stuff. So, like bigger as in, like, more like skit and not real raw, just mama struggles and daily kid stuff, just those kind of things. Like I just never really watched that. So how I started with first knowing jesssfam. So jesssfam, I want to say it was sometime during the pandemic. Her videos showed up, and I watched it. And I was just like, well, who is she about? What is this? Like, and then she had 7 kids, and then I was like, I just got more interested and more invested in like watching her show. It's not a show. It's her life. And then it was just interesting and knowing about her breakups and then being a single mom, which I am a single mom. I'm a single mom like longer. Thankfully, she was able to find someone, and she didn't have to be a single mom for very long. She had someone to support her and her children, and he's amazing and awesome. The life that they share on their videos, he seems to be a really good guy. Through jesssfam, I found Sunkissed Mama. And then Sunkissed Mama, I just liked her style too, watching her videos. Just their like daily life, like they inspired me. Like my kids are 10 and 13, but you know, my kids were babies at one point, so like watching them raise their babies, I just remember those days. I cherish those days. I'm not able to have those days anymore, so I like live vicariously by watching their vlogs. It's so sweet. And so never would I ever thought that I could have met them. They inspired me to start this channel. And so they have a voice, and everybody has a voice. Everybody has a voice. They're choosing to share their life, share their morals, their advice, their experiences, all through vlogging. So I was just like, that seems pretty cool. I'm a single mama. I work in daycare. I have like these experiences with families, different types of families, going through the pandemic during the school year, how we were serving children, and just personally me as a mom, how I was going through it. I felt like there's just so many different elements I could share and hopefully help other people and be like a positive influencer to other people. So I was like, you know what? I need to do this. I need to start this. And then like on top of those reasons, the other reason was because I look back at my baby's pictures, and I have pictures but not very many videos, and so I thought it's so cool for them. Like they've been doing this for like 5 years, so they're able to look, or more, 5 years and more. They're able to look back at those videos. Their kids are able to look back at those videos and just remember when they were that age. And I'm like, it's like a time capsule. And I want to be part of that time capsule. And then it's just mixed up with all of this. It's influencer, it's family, it's these opportunities that you could never imagine having in your life that just are able to be presently given to you as an opportunity to be influencing more. So I just love that about this platform, that of my explanation. So when that came about, how we went to Disney and we saw, we follow them on social media, and they're always going to Disney. But I've gone to Disney many times. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll link it down below my Instagram. You'll see that I go to Disney, like we've been going to Disney for like the last 6 years, at least once to twice a year, and they're going all the time. jesssfam and Sunkissed Mama, so they go all the time. So with all the times that they've gone, we've never run into each other before, and just like divinely put together in fate, I met them, and we were in the same place at the same time. Mind you, I live in the Bay Area as well. I live near San Francisco, so I think where they live is like about an hour and a half away from me. Sacramento, San Francisco, like about an hour and a half away. So I think that's cool too. That was relatable to me when Sunkissed Mama moved down here and she started exploring this area. I'm like, that's so cool. It gives me more insight of what I can do with my girls. So that and the jesssfam was before. That's what got me watching her too, is that she lived in Modesto, and that's pretty close to me too. So I was just interested. They're just relatable now even more. They both live in the area that I live in. So that was one of the elements of many that I was interested in. For me, I can go on all day about this. I love it. My kid, Melody, my youngest, was so excited. Jazzy's older. She's kind of like, oh, that was cool and all, But me and Melly were like so excited. Scene, I was talking about how we found out that they were in the same park as we were. So I told Melody, and we were like so excited that we could possibly see her. So we were like, okay, keep a lookout for her. Maybe we'll. So she was like, okay, I will. And I told her, make sure I don't back out, because I backed out before. Not for them, but for someone else, I backed out.
I said hi though.
Yeah. So you want to explain some of like how we ran into them?
Okay, so what happened was So we were walking from, like how she said earlier,
Star Wars Land.
Yeah. And then
Into Frontierland.
And then we were going and we were walking by and we were walking past Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, you're right.
I wanted to show you guys the area. This is the area, but on a different day. But this is where we saw her, so you can see how there's a lot of people here. It'd be hard to see them.
I swear it was you. You said I saw Ayla.
Oh
first.
yeah, okay. I mean, Mom, look, there's Ayla, and she's shocked. I was like, whoa,
I was
there.
Really? No, at first I was like, where? Because it was so many crowds. It was like the stroller area, bench area. So I was like, where? And then I saw her and I was like, oh, it is. And I'm like, oh, and that's her sister, her aunt.
And then I was like, well, then that must mean that Sunkissed mom is probably on the ride. So
because we didn't see her.
Yeah, and then after
ended up
that,
losing her ears that her sister got her, and so she was up at the top of the hill. I think she said she ordered them off of Etsy. Her sister ordered them off of Etsy for her a while back, but she had ended up losing them. So she was talking to the cast members, trying to get to see if they could see if they were on the ride. So she saw her up there. So she's like, okay, we'll walk over there, and we'll go say hi. And so we walked over, we said hi, and my heart was like beating out of my chest. Like I was so nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, who they are. Like celebrities for us, you know, because like we watched them and we watched their families. We just started watching them. We saw her, we said hi. She was so welcoming. We talked for like maybe 15 minutes. And it was like, I didn't even know we totally could have vlogged it and had a memory for us on film, but now it just lives in our hearts and in our memories. That when I talked to them, and Keikoa and Talia,
and Ayla.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, Ayla walked in, but later on.
No, she was there
first.
Before.
She was there with them?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's like, it's
she
a blur
was,
a little bit.
Shy.
So we walk up, we start talking, I say hi to them, and then I start talking to them, and like I mentioned, like I messaged you about a turtle, like my turtle, how's your turtle? And they like really were legit like wanting to talk about it. Like Keikoa was like telling me all about it. They like were really engaging, and that was what made it feel really real, and just like I could talk to them for like a very long time. And what? Special. It was special.
Because they were willing to talk.
It was like we were in the magicalest place on earth.
And the magicalest thing happened to us.
Yes, that's words out of my mouth. It was so cool. They were like so welcoming, so nice. So we talked to them for a while. Then we walked down, and then we go to her sister because I was like, you know what? Can I get a picture? And she's like, yeah, totally. So we go down to her sister, and her sister was like, I knew it. I knew something was up.
Because when I had to throw something away, I went over there and I looked and I waved and I smiled.
And I guess because she was kind of like hanging around. I don't know. We were kind of like hanging around, but we were shy, so we didn't want to say anything. And then once we finally saw her, we walked down. She's like, I knew it. And she was so nice. She was like, I'm Tasha. She gave me a hug. It was so sweet.
She gave all of us a hug.
She gave all of us a hug. She was very sweet. And then she took our picture. And then her son like popped into the picture too. It was so cute. So that was, I didn't want to keep too much of their time. Like they sat and talked with us for a while because they were waiting for that. But I was like, it was like we were talking for like a good like 20 minets. So I was like, okay, like I see them and I'm like, those are people I could hang out with. Those are people that I could be friends with. I could totally see myself being friends with them off of camera, but just what they have shown out. But for on the flip side, they know nothing about me or what I am about. I just started this channel, so it's not like they can go back and say, who was that person, and look back at my history. But speaking of that, she was talking with me, and she opened up her phone, and she actually saw something I sent her to save her on one of her daughter's room. She got like this cubicle dresser thing from Target, and then like when she saw my name and everything, she's like, oh no, I think I saw you before, because in here is I bought that, and I saw the savings, and so I followed it. I'm like, and so she seen my message, and then after she opened it, she like went to my page and she followed me, and I was like, oh, I don't know if they subscribed to my channel, but if they did, we're talking about you, and I hope you guys watch this, because that was like an amazing experience. Nothing but all the things. We were so excited.
She was over the moon about it. She was like,
I was like, this is a sign. This is such a sign that we ran into them. Like, what are the chances?
I was like, I was not over the moon, but I was right at the moon. So like, see, so it's the stars, the moon, and over the moon. She was over the moon. I was at the moon, right there.
So then the next day, like they said, like hopefully with each other. Well, we didn't. running into each other for like the next 2 days we didn't run into each other, but I was there for 5 days. But we kept like running into each other that day. We ran into each other like maybe 4 times, and at the end of the night, we actually saw jesssfam. It was a real quick hi, and she went off with them, and then like as they're walking one way, behind them, they're trying to meet up with each other.
Yeah.
So then like we hear Jessica, and then we're like,
so we were
like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And it was La'a, but Talia had all the kids, so she couldn't go get her. So Melly ran off and went to go get her to get her attention. And so we united them. Parade time, so it was really crazy hectic. So we went our own ways because I didn't want to be like stalkerish, crazy, like, you know. So I gave them their space, their family time. It was like really cool. Like, of course I wanted to like be like, hey, let's go watch the parade together. But no, I went my other way, my separate way. I think we were going home. Actually.
No, we were going on Indiana Jones.
No, we were already. Oh wait, I think we did.
I had to go to the bathroom.
They did go to Indiana Jones.
I had to go to the bathroom, and then we were walking over there to Indiana Jones.
And then the parade was stopping. Anyways, that was that day. There was a whole another day. And this video can go on forever. Anyway,
but
then okay, we're gonna go fast. I'm gonna try to go fast. So the next time we saw them was the last day of their day trip, and then our day before our last day. So we ran into them in.
Are you gonna dance? Do it!
The whole crew.
Adventure Campus.
I mean, how did I say that? Adventure Campus. Yes. We ran into them there. Talked to Talia again for like a while too. It was like really cool that we ran into each other. Keikoa, hilarious. So we were just talking, and like she's just so welcoming. And so we were talking for a while, and then we were oh, and then like fate again. I swear it was crazy. I go on a ride, and they're like, oh yeah, no, we're just hanging out here. We're waiting to go on
Guardians of the
Galaxy. And I'm like, oh yeah, us too. Well, what time do you guys have? And they're like 5. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have 5:15. So we kind of were like hanging out in the same area, waiting for our call time. And then the Black Panther show started, and so we kind of went over to go watch it. And then the crowd pushed us back together again. So we were together again, and they all sang happy birthday to Ayla and happy birthday to Lilia because it was their birthday, and Ayla was celebrating her birthday there. So it was just like an epic experience. On top of like after that show, we ended up in the same group as the guys of jesssfam, Sunkissed Mama, the boys, all of those. Like we have a picture, we'll post it.
Yeah. Or we'll insert it
because
somewhere.
we ended up in the same group as them for the ride, and then that was like another epic. So if it wasn't like epic on top of like all these crazy moments of aligning, and just like for me showing me like that I kept running into that number 444, and I'll put the meaning of it over here somewhere in this video. And it just was like fate that we kept running into each other, that it was my like confirmation that I should keep going as I'm going, doing what I'm doing, and just seeing where this takes us on this journey, and just seeing them as influencers on YouTube, people that inspired me to do what I'm doing, just, I don't know, confirmed it even more. And I hope that I'm able to see them in the future. We live so close to each other, like even if it's not for a film, it's just like they seem like really real people,
very nice people,
and yeah, fun people. Like she had a blast with the kids. They just got clicked and got along so well.
It's something I will never ever forget.
Yeah,
like when
that was the moment. Yes, so this is a story of
that was our special moment
when we met
jesssfam and Sunkissed Mama.
Yes.
3.
And it's hard for someone to call Talia and Jessica because that's their name, like as a person. I know they're on on YouTube and stuff, but it's like they have a name too. Like we're Brianna and the Beauties. So about our experience, comment down below. Follow us on Instagram.
And
Brianna and the Beauties.
I'm her beauty. She's Brianna.
Yes, that is true. So have a beautiful night. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification.
Hit that notification
bell. Notification.
No, it's subscribe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. You said bell notification, but turn on that turn on your notification. Go to the bell, click it, and press all. And
have a beautiful night.
Bye. Bye.